Hello guys and welcome to Sid Astrology Studio. Today we will be discussing about the topic Ashtakvark system in astrology. Now this is a system in astrology which is kind of very easy way of predicting the events in life in such a way that there are certain points or dots which are being allocated to every house. There are 12 houses in a horoscope controlled by 9 planets, and Rahu and Ketu are not considered in Ashtakvark system. So there are certain points which are being given in Ashtakvark system of astrology. So let's discuss what these points and dots are and what is Ashtakvark. Now Ashtak basically means, Ashtak means 8 and Varg means division. So it is the 8th division. So guys, there are certain points which are being allocated for every house, like 18, 20, more than 20, 25, 30, 40. It can be any number of points or dots which are being allocated. So if you have your Ashtakvark chart with you, then you can see that every house has different Ashtakvark, or there are certain numbers which are being allocated to different houses. The number can be same. Suppose second house could have 28 Ashtakvark points, 11th house could have 28 Ashtakvark points. It varies, every house is different, so you have to take every house differently. Now first of all, you should know the most important thing in Ashtakvark, that Rahu and Ketu are not considered. Only 7 planets except Rahu and Ketu which are being taken into account in for analyzing the Ashtakvark chart. So guys, first house, in the first house you should be having at least minimum number of 28 points, because first house represents yourself, your body. So if you have 28 or more than 28 points in the first house, then you may have a good physique, you may have a kind of good personality of yours. So if you have 28 or more than 28 points, then you will have a very good personality, very good body physique. And you have less than 28 points, then you may be you may not be having that number of that kind of personality. Second house represents wealth, so you should be having at least 28 number of points. More than 28 number of points is very good in second house, because second house represents wealth. So if you have 28 or above 28 points in second house, then it means that you will have good savings in your life. Third house represents hard work, your brothers, your siblings, your courage. So if you have 28 or more than 28 points in the third house, that is considered good, and vice versa. Less than 28 is not good for the third house. It means that you will be kind of shy in front of the world. In front of the world you will be shy. So you should be having at least minimum number of 28 points in the third house. Fourth house is the house of happiness, house of mother, house of land, house of vehicles. So fourth house should have 28 or more than 28 number of points. Fifth house is the house of education, is the house of children. So if you have 28 or more than 28 points in the fifth house, it is considered as good. Less than 28 is obviously bad. Sixth house is the house of obstacles, enemies, service. So if you have 28 or more than 28 points in the sixth house, then you may not be having a lot of enemies in your life. You may not be harmed by enemies in your life. You will do your service very satisfactory. And seventh house is the house of relationship and marriage. So if you have more than 28 number of points in the seventh house, then that is considered as good. Then you will have a very good relation with your spouse. You will have very good relations outside with the people outside your personal life, your professional life also, because seventh house is the second house of your professional life. Eighth house, in eighth house if you have the benefic dots, that is more than 28 number of dots or 28, then you will have the power to power to recover the illness which you will be having. You will be kind of your family background will be strong in terms of inheritance. You may be you may be not kind of a very secretive person in your life if you have 28 or more than 28 number of points in your 8th house. 9th house is the house of luck, is the house of traveling, is the house of your father. So if you have more than 28 number of points, then all the significations of the 9th house will be very good. 10th house is the house of profession, so 28 or more points are considered as good in 10th house. 11th house is the house of gains. If you have 28 or more than 28 number of dots in 11th house, that is considered as good. 12th house is the house which is kind of the house of loss and expenditure, so you should be having less than 28 number of dots in the 12th house. Now this is the only house in our horoscope where there should be a less number of dots in terms of Ashtavarga, because 12th house is the house of exit, is the house of the house of losses and expenditure. So if you have less number of dots in the 12th house, then you may have less expenditure, or you can say that if you have more number of benefic dots in 2nd house and 11th house and less number of dots in 12th house, then your savings and earnings will be more as compared to your expenditure. If you have more number of benefic dots in the 10th house and less number of benefic dots in the 11th house, then that is considered as you are a hard working, but you are not getting that amount of wealth, that amount of money which you should be getting. You are working hard, but you are not getting that much. So if you have, say, like very good number of benefic dots, more than 28 number of benefic dots in the 1st house, in the 9th house, in the 11th house and 2nd house, then you are very fortunate. You will be wealthy, you will experience a very happy life. If you have more number of benefic dots in the 11th house and less number of benefic dots in the 4th house, then you will be earning more, but you will not be satisfied with your earnings, because 4th house represents the house of happiness, house of satisfaction. So vice versa, if you have more number of benefic dots in your 4th house as compared to more less number of benefic dots in your 11th house, then that is considered as like a kind of good combination, because you may be earning less, but you will be very much satisfied with your earnings, and you will enjoy your life with that number of that amount of money which you will be having. So if you have if you have your Venus, the Karka for your vehicles, if you have your Venus in the more number of benefic dots in any house, then you will be enjoying the comfort of vehicles. Also, if your 4th house have more than 30 points, then you may have more than 2 vehicles, more than 1 vehicle, So this is something which you should be judging while while judging the Ashtakvarga chart of yours. Also you have to see that that you're going through which dasha, which mahadasha, which planetary antardasha or pratyantardasha. You have to see the transit of planets. If suppose a planet is transiting from your house which have more number of benefic dots, then you will be having a good dasha time period. You will be enjoying the comforts of that dasha. So you have to see the transits that which planet is transiting which house with what number of dots. Now there is a category that represents that if suppose if any house have less than 18 number of dots, then that is considered as weak house. Weak, that is that will give a bad effect whenever the dasha or Vimshotri dasha or Char dasha of that house or planet will come. If you have the benefic dots in between the houses, in between the number say like 24 and 28, that is considered as the medium strength houses. That will be not too bad and not too good. If you have 28 or more than 28 number of points in any house, that is considered as good. But if you have more than 32 points, 32 dots in any of the houses, that is considered as the most powerful house in your horoscope, and whenever any planet will transit through that house, it will give very positive results. Also the dasha or the mahadasha of that particular house house lord will be very beneficial to you. So guys, this was my observation on Ashtak Varga. You don't need to go into the calculations of Ashtak Varga, because you can get it through the softwares. There are so many softwares on the internet which will give you the Ashtak Varga calculation of yours. You can just predict that what results will you get after the analysis of your Ashtak Varga chart. So guys, this was my observation on Ashtak Varga. I have uploaded some more videos on D9, D10 chart, Mahadashas, Vimshotri Mahadashas, foreign traveling, the planets in astrology. There are so many topics which I have uploaded on YouTube. Please subscribe my YouTube channel and stay tuned with my channel. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you.